Hello, my Apply to Yourself family. Let me just say a quick announcement. I am offering two groups. I have a WhatsApp page that's dedicated to two groups. The first one is English Conversation Practice, where every day I will be asking questions or maybe leaving a message through audio for you to have a conversation, okay? And while you are leaving your messages, whether you type or you speak in the audio, I will be listening to your English and will be giving you feedback. The purpose of this group is for everyone to practice their English. It doesn't matter your English level, so please don't feel shy, okay? This is a safe space. I am the only person who's moderating the whole group, so you don't have to worry about anybody being disrespectful or anything like that. We don't tolerate that. So if you're interested in participating in this group, please let me know. It is on WhatsApp, so if you have WhatsApp and you're not sure how to join, you can send me your phone number and I can add you, no problem. My second group, Coffee with Dara, offering motivation and encouragement to the world. Now, the Coffee with Dara group is a little different. That is all things motivation. So every day you will receive a message from me, something to uplift you, to make you feel good for the day. And that group is, the whole purpose is for us to talk about things that is on our mind. If you have any questions or if there's something that's bothering you, it's like a support group, because again, we're living in very, very, very difficult times. We really are. And sometimes we just need a little boost, right? We need a little positivity. We need to feel like everything is going to be okay. So these are two groups that I am offering. I'm really excited about it. I have a few people who have joined, so definitely join us. And if you don't want to join, that's perfectly fine. It is there for you. This is all about you, okay? Now, why I'm here on live is because I want to check in and see how you're doing. So let me just say now that if today was a good day for you, I'm very happy to hear that. If today was not a good day for you, I am sorry to hear that. And if today was one of those days where you just said, I have no adjective, that's okay too. You know, I can honestly say now that with all the many, as we say, trials and tribulations that life throws at us, okay? You know, we don't know how our day's going to look, right? We don't know. We don't know anything. Tomorrow is not promised. We don't know what's going to happen. But one of the things I'm learning in this journey is that you have to take things day by day. So you might say, okay, Teacher Dara, what does that mean, day by day? It just means that you try your best, yes, and you try not to worry too much about things that you don't have control over, because a lot of times that's something that we tend to do, and unfortunately it makes us feel frustrated, it makes us worry, it stresses us out, right? Because we're worrying and thinking about things that we may not have control over. So it's very important to not worry about the things we cannot control. Just focus on the things that you can control. Focus on yourself. Focus on the things that matter to you. That's the most important thing. When I say mental health is so important, believe me. And if you're wondering, Teacher Dara, what do you mean by mental health? It just means this beautiful thing in here, okay? Mental health. So it's how you feel in your mind. That's what mental health is, okay? And as adults, let me just say now, we don't always think about this. We think about how we feel, yes, when it comes to our emotions. We think about our responsibilities. We think about our jobs or the things we have to do, or, just our day-to-day stuff, right? But we don't think about how that is making us feel up here. And we do take this for granted. We do. Because what happens is when the day is over, we go home and we lay down, okay? Sometimes our head hurt. Sometimes our mood is so-so. And we don't understand why. And that's because we didn't take time to say, how do I feel today? How do I feel right now? How do I feel in general? Now, as adults, let me say I am guilty of this too, okay? We always think about our responsibilities, things we have to do every day, taking care of our families, taking care of whatever it is we have to do. But we never take time to think about how we feel. So how do you feel? Let me ask you, how do you feel right now? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? Do you feel, I don't know. When I used to teach in classes in person, I used to always ask my students this question, how do you feel? And I would say, do you feel good? Do you feel so-so? Do you feel bad? Do you feel tired? How do you feel? And some of my adult students said, teacher, why are you asking this question? Well, first, because I care, honestly. And second, because as adults, we don't ask these questions to ourselves. We just go right to work and that's it. So for those of you who are here, welcome. If you are new to my live, hello to everyone. My name is Teacher Dara. I am the founder and ESL teacher to my own company, Applied ESL, which is an online English tutoring service that helps adult learners build their confidence while practicing and improving their English speaking skills. I'm also a motivational speaker, and this is my series, Coffee with Dara, offering motivation and encouragement to the world. So I'm a teacher and I'm also a motivator. Okay. And most importantly, I care about you. I love each and every one of you. I care about you. And that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. I am a believer, so I do believe in God. Let me just say that now. And so my spirituality, my love for God is what also encourages me to do this as well. So I have to give him praise. Okay. Amen. For me, today was a good day. I'm in a good mood. I feel a little tired, but that's okay. It's normal. Sassy back. For those who don't know, I had back surgery a year ago. It has been difficult. It has been difficult. It has affected my ability to walk comfortably. It has affected my activities. Okay. It hurts a lot. I take a lot of medicine. So it has been very difficult, but it's affected my mental health. It's made me sad. It's made me frustrated, right? I'm a very active person. Anyone who knows me offline knows I'm a very active person. I like to be outside. I like to meet people. I love to teach in classes. I love it very much. But this surgery has slowed me down. And as a result, this is why I'm mostly online now, which is fine. Because I believe, this is what I tell myself every day, if I can reach one person, if I can help one person, I did my job as a teacher especially. So I don't worry about that too much, but sometimes I admit it definitely bothers me, unfortunately. Yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of my business, Applied ESL, so I'm very happy about that. And I had a chance to think about the journey and what I've experienced during those 6 years. It hasn't been easy, but it's so worth it. I chose to start a business for 2 reasons. One, because I want to be myself. I want to be Teacher Dara. I want to teach the way I love to teach and reach people. That's the main reason. And the second reason is because I want to reach the world through English language learning. So I want to give back to the world, basically. I love to be creative. So this allows me to be creative and to teach the way I would like to teach, to focus on life skills, using English in your everyday life, which is very important. You can know all the grammar, you can know all the vocabulary, but if you do not know how to survive, okay, especially cities like mine, I live here in New York City, the United States, if you don't know how to use the English language, in cities like mine, other places, then it can be very, very difficult. And that also will affect your mental health. So you see how these two things go together. I'm here also to encourage you, if you are learning English or you're someone who is maybe going through a tough time or whatever the case is, I am here to help you. I am here to help you. I am here to encourage you. For my ESL students, for my beautiful immigrants, let me say to you now, okay? I know things are really scary right now. Yes, here in the United States and in different countries. Although I cannot change or control anything, but I am certain, and I do believe, okay, that things will change for the better. That is my prayer, and I'm praying for all of us. When it comes to the ESL profession, for my teachers out there, it's challenging, yes, but we will get through it. I promise you. Because as teachers, we are very resilient. We deal with a lot of things than just teaching our students. We also deal with the mental health of our students and make sure that we are reaching people and helping them not just learn, but for them to use what they learn outside the classroom. I know that with all these policies and changes in government and politics and all this stuff, not just here in the United States, but across the world, there is a lot of uncertainty. And as much as I want to say to you that, oh, don't worry about it, it's going to be okay, I don't know. I don't have the answers. But I want to give you a sense of reassurance that everything will be okay. For my believers, let me say this now. If you believe in God, a higher power, okay, whatever you believe, know that we can only do so much. Only the higher power can turn things around. What we can do as teachers, okay, is to help our students, to give them comfort and let them know that they will be okay no matter what. And as students, what you can do is continue to learn, continue to live your life, and to take good care of your mental health. And for my teachers, same thing. Take care of your mental health. This is very powerful, okay? If you're like me who loves to talk, this is very powerful too. Be careful of how you share information. Be careful of how you react to things that are, quite frankly, extremely difficult, prejudicial, discriminatory, okay? Is it hard? Yes. Very, very hard. I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm very concerned and disturbed by a lot of things I'm seeing and I'm hearing, not just here on the internet, but also on the news. But I want you to know that as long as Teacher Dara is here, okay, I can only speak for me, I am not going to stop loving what I do, helping people, because helping people helps me. So whether it's offering motivation or helping you answer a question in English, or just simply helping you practice your English, whatever it is. If it's helping you write a resume, because I do offer that, or you just looking for someone to talk to, I am here. Okay? I just want to make sure I say that to you. And the last thing I'll add is, for everybody else, whether you are learning English or not, just know, and I'm speaking from my heart now, as adults, we go through a lot, right? And a lot of times our personal life can be very heavy. I know mine have been. And it can affect the way you present yourself, the way you communicate with people, the way you do your work. It really leaves an impact, okay? And I know it has for me. And there's so many things I can talk to you about, but we will be here all night. So I just want to let you know now, you're hearing this from me. Now, this is just Dara talking, okay? That if someone lets you know how they feel about you, believe them. Good, of course, we accept. Bad, okay. If you find yourself in a position where you are really trying your best and it's just not working out, okay, whatever that is, maybe that's God's way of telling you to move on. This goes for professions. This goes for relationships, friendships, partnerships, businesses, everything. I've learned the hard way that sometimes just walking away is the best thing you can do for yourself. In my case, someone walked away from me because my ex-husband felt that was the best thing for him. Do I agree? No, I do not. But my sadness is the way it was done. But I use this example not to, make anyone pity me or make anyone feel like, oh my gosh, I have to feel sorry for Teacher Dara. No. But I will tell you, it's a big part, a very big part of why I do the work that I do. When you go through heartbreak, disappointment, disrespect, mistreatment, prejudice, racism, you name it. It doesn't matter, okay? You go through anything harsh like that, it definitely changes you for the good or for the bad. For me, it's changed me for the good. Although I'm a loving, caring person, but one of the things for us caring, loving types is we get mistreated because we don't realize our value. We don't realize our love and what we can offer. And when that happens and you deal with people who don't appreciate it, it makes us feel really sad, depressed, angry, and all the emotions you can think of. But one of the best things that came out of that for me is it showed me my strength. Sometimes you don't know how strong you are until you go through something major. In my case, it's the 4 surgeries I had. Yes, you heard me correctly, 4 surgeries, okay? And the ending to my marriage. And between those 2 instances, it's taught me that I can move forward. So sorry about that. I can move forward. I can be happy. I can do whatever it is that God wants me to do, that I'm stronger than I think, that I can love wholeheartedly, but I don't have to take disrespect because I love. I've learned that as a teacher, especially if you're doing this by yourself, not everybody is going to support you. And the hardest reality for me is when I went public to personal friends about my business. I didn't always get that congratulations or that support. The response was, you need to get a real job. And I said, well, this is my job. And they're like, nah, you need to get a real job. And for anyone who is not familiar, teaching English as a second language, ESL, is not considered the highest paying job out there. And unfortunately, most of us teachers don't get that respect as we deserve. But in general, teachers, we wear many different hats. We're not only the educators, but we're also the counselors, because a lot of times our students will talk to us about things that are quite personal, and we may not have the answers for them, but we're there to listen. And I've learned in almost these 20 years of being an ESL teacher that if you take time to just listen, you will be surprised the impact you can leave. And that's the whole point of this live, and going back to my original point about my survival. I've survived many, many, many things. If I were to tell you my full story, whew, you might need some tissues. Okay? So I will tell you that, surviving 4 surgeries, not easy, still not easy. It's changed me in a lot of ways, but I think it's also made me strong. Surviving a marriage that ended very, very badly, okay, and very, very painful, made me a stronger person. And it's also let me see myself as the beautiful, intelligent woman that I am. When you grow up not loving yourself and having people call you everything but your name, oftentimes we believe that, right? And it's sad. Sometimes when it happens from your own parent, that's even more difficult to handle. So when you get to a point, or at least a place in your life where you can look at yourself like I'm doing now, did you know there was a time I could not look at myself? I couldn't. I used to think I was ugly, I was unattractive, no one would want me, I'm stupid, you name it. Until I started to pray more. I started to look at myself in the mirror more. That definitely helps. Okay? Stop looking for people's approval. Don't look for a boyfriend to validate my beauty. Okay? And all those things I had to learn. And if you're going through something like that, just know that it's okay. It's okay. It's part of the journey. It's part of growing up. And I'm here to tell you that I use my pain for a purpose. And all this is because of God. I don't take credit for this. This was not planned, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't plan to go live. I didn't plan to do any of this. I did not plan to start my WhatsApp groups. If you're not familiar, I have 2 WhatsApp groups now. One is Coffee with Dara, all things motivation. The second one is an English conversation group where you can practice your English with me. So if you're interested, click on the contact button here on my profile and just let me know what group you want to be a part of, and I'll be happy to add you. But the goal, ladies and gentlemen, is to make a difference in this world and to help people. If that's all I'm meant to do, I'm satisfied. And no matter what happens with this government and the worldly events and all this stuff, or whatever happens in the ESL profession, I have no control of that. I can only control myself. You can only control yourself. All we can do is make the best of life that we have. And as I say all the time, and I wholeheartedly live by this, try your best. Because when you try your best, you do your best, honestly. And that's all we can do. And do the things that make you happy. You know, I wish I would have learned that a lot sooner, learn to just be you. Just be you as you are. Don't give a damn about what people think and what they say and all that. Just focus on what makes you happy. That's why I love signs. I am the sign lady. I love signs. I love colorful things. You see in my room. Okay. I'm a writer. I love writing books. I love journaling. I love color. Okay. I love jewelry. I just love a multitude of things. And anyone who gets to know me will see that. But the most important thing is I love love. I love my very, very, very tiny family. I love all of you. I thank you all for being on this journey with me. And if you took even this much of your day to listen to me, I thank you, because you didn't have to. And I'm going to stop here because I'm getting emotional. And I don't want to cry on this live, but I don't know. I just feel very emotional, but in a good way, And just know that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. I'm here for you. I love you. Continue to try your best. Continue to try your best. Check out my WhatsApp groups. Say hello. Send me a DM. Whatever you want to do. Okay? And just know everything's going to be just fine. Love you so much. Try your best. And I'll see you in the next video. If you're interested in having me help you revise or correct your resume, or just need help writing one, please DM me or email me and I will be happy to help. And this is a review for one of my former students. Thank you so much, and always try your best.